Welcome to FYI. Welcome, folks. It's the 6th day of November. We trust that you guys are great. We trust that you are well. We trust you had a great evening, guys, and the day is off to a productive and fantastic start. Who got in some exercise this morning? Do let us know. Let us know what's on the menu for breakfast, including FYI. And also let us know, folks, let us know how you're doing generally by smashing that emoji button for us and sharing the live as well, guys. And we're going to tell you how you can partner with us later on to keep our program moving forward. Evelina Whitaker, see you there. Evelina, welcome. I see Fennell Innes is here and Beatrice Selby, of course. Beatrice, I noticed you're the first in the comments this morning, but good to see you nonetheless, Beatrice. Or were you? Perhaps you were. Well, good to see you, Beatrice and Annette Cummins and Evelina Whitaker, Fennell Innes, and all the other folks who are joining us on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and all the other social media networks. We are very, very privileged that you guys are here with us this morning, getting a little tongue-tied there. Siobhan McDonald is here as well. Great to see you, Siobhan and Patricia Gravesand. Everybody joining us only on YouTube this morning. I see Joan Cameron coming in from Facebook. Good to see you, Joan, and all the other guys. Let us know how you're feeling this morning. Smash that emoji button, folks. If you're joining us on YouTube, it's a little difficult for you folks. That's why some folks, they watch us on YouTube, but they're on the phone making the comments. Smash that emoji button for us. And guys, we really encourage you to share our broadcast. We still want as many persons as possible to benefit from valid, credible information. Guys, that's how we do it. Audrey Milo, good to see you. Good to see you. Milo, always good, always welcome. Outfront Parks, good morning to you as well and your family. We hope that you guys are great. Joan, we see you there. Siobhan, Patricia, we see you there. Beatrice, Audrey, guys, welcome to each and every one of you. Lots of news and information to share with you guys. It's been a little out of step this morning, but we're picking up the pace on our end. We are picking up the pace on our end. The time caught up with us, but we're going to do all that we can to make sure that you've got valid, credible information. Gary Wong, good morning, Gary, and Cheryl Bascom, Greenwich. Gary, where did you get Wong from? Gary and Wong don't seem to be usual names you see together. But good to see you, Gary. Folks, in my family, we have some Chongs, the Cheong. My great-grandfather, my grandmother's father, he was Chong, came from Hong Kong. Yep. We got indigenous people in our family as well. We have Indian people in our family. Who in Guyanese, because that is only Afro-Guyanese, that is only Indo-Guyanese. It's one mix-up cook-up. But good to see you, folks. Holly Hope, good to see you there, Holly, and Merle Morrison. Good to see you. Cheryl Bascom, who is joining us out of Barbados. Well, we all like to be where you are, Cheryl. Yep. Sun, sand, and sea. Blue, that blue water. Good to see you, guys. Holly Hope, good to see you, Holly, and all the other guys who are joining us. Welcome. Smash that emotion button. We want to see how you folks are feeling outside. What are the emotions outside this morning? You got that like, you got a love, you got an angry face, you got a range of emotions. Let us know how you guys are feeling out there. Gwendolyn, we want to hear from you as well. Gwendolyn Alonso, good to have you, Gwendolyn. Great to have you, as a matter of fact. Guys, we really hope that you guys are going to have a great day, a fantastic day. You're going to make a little money. That's what we're talking about in the big issue this morning. Money got for make, folks. That is some of the issues. We're going to be talking about Fitzherbert Jarrett joining us out of Connecticut. I think, are you there, Fitzherbert? Are you traveling? I know, now that you are in retirement, frequent flyer, Fitzherbert Jarrett. And we want Fitz to enjoy his retirement as much as possible. And thanks for stopping by this morning. Fitz is a regular viewer to our program. We're so glad to have him yet another morning. Binka Peters, good to see you there. Great to see you. Hope you have an awesome day, productive day, energized day. Audrey Ward and Donna McDonald. Rick B. Jones, great to see you as well. I see lots of other folks joining us. Great to have each and every one of you guys. Donna McDonald and I see Siobhan McDonald. The whole McDonald family. Oh, guys, how are you doing today? How are you folks doing today? Great to see each and every one of you. We hope you guys go ahead and have a real fantastic, big, awesome day. Yep. Fitzherbert says he's in Connecticut. Yet Connecticut is such a beautiful place. I didn't know I like it so much. I gotta come back. I gotta come back to Connecticut. Lovely, beautiful, quiet. I don't know. I love New York. I love Manhattan, but the suburbs, Connecticut and Long Island and New Jersey and those places, New Jersey got a little hustle and bustle, but Connecticut, you got everything, but it's so quiet and easy going. Love it, 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 love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Guys, great to see each and every one of you, wherever you all are joining us from this morning. Great to see you, as a matter of fact, folks. Great to see all of you. Share the live as you come on. Smash that emoji button. Put up a cup of coffee, a cup of Milo tea. With us, Milo, we see you there. A cup of tea, bag tea. Do what you got to do, folks. Do what we got to do. Great to have each and every one of you guys. Really good to see you, folks. And happy to be spending another 45 minutes with you guys as well. Somebody trying to come through at our end, guys. Somebody trying to come through at our end. They don't know we're on live. I should take the call. They don't know we're on live, but good to see each and every one of you who are out with us this morning. Orrin Don Cook, good to see you there. And Fitz Hubbard. I see Orrin Don says some parts of New Jersey is quiet. Yeah. And Fitz says, coming back soon, Fitz. Coming back soon to Connecticut. June Cameron, we see you there, June, and Yvonne Ramasar, all you beautiful, wonderful folks. We are happy you guys are here. We got quite a few things on the morning papers we want to discuss with you guys. Lots of things making the news internationally, regionally, and in the 592. Quite a few things to share with you there as well, folks, including Money Got a Meg. The National Assembly yesterday passed a whopping amount, another supplementary budget. The question is, where all this money going? We're going to be talking about some of that in the big issue this morning. Where all the money going? We're going to be talking about some of that. But great to see you folks out there. Binka Peters, Yvonne Ramasar, Orrin Don Cook, and the rest of you folks. Good to see each and every one of you guys. We're fired up. We're ready to go. And we're happy that you folks are here. That's the morning papers. We got a couple of things in the morning papers, guys. We think you ought to know about. Yvonne Ramasar, just for you. Just for you, Yvonne. Just for you and Orrin Don and all the other folks like Pretty Melissa. Good to have you this morning. Good morning to you as well, Pretty Melissa. Good morning to you. See what people give? You have names like Pretty, you got to accept for, Hope is not very subjective. Hope is not very subjective. But it's an objective. It's an objective view of things. Yep. Orrin Don, good to see you. Pretty Melissa, Yvonne Ramasar, and all the other folks who join us. We know some of you just like to come and watch. You all are very quiet, like some of the suburban areas in the U.S. You all are very quiet and easygoing. You just don't come and watch. You ain't picking no story. You don't comment in. You ain't doing nothing. You're just in the background like wallpaper. That works for us too. John Jones, that works for us too. Gloria Chester. Some of you are quite like Gloria Chester. Some of you are quite like her. Yep. We are happy. All are welcome. All are welcome, folks. If you're happy, we are happy as well. And I got a couple of things in the morning papers we want to draw to your attention, folks. The Kaichon News is saying that ExxonMobil has erected some billboards. So the billboards are misleading. ExxonMobil talking about how much they're doing for Guyanese. And, let me know if you all are feeling this, because in one of these billboards, ExxonMobil quotes a big figure, and you guys have to let us know whether you're feeling this. They said since 2019, they have put more than $280 billion in our economy. Since 2019, I don't know if you're feeling that. And of course, they tell us here that, we receive 52% of all profits from the Stabroek block, 50% profit share, plus a 2% royalty. So you're supposed to be getting a lot of money, 280 billion we have received. Folks, some guys that we talk to tell us that 3, 4 years ago, 5, 10 years ago, when we had to, balance ourselves out on just what we had, the natural resources, saving except oil and gas, right? We're feeling the same way. We are feeling no way better that, we've had, let's say they're right, 280 billion have come our way since 2019 in oil and gas. We don't feel that. We don't feel no different. As a matter of fact, if you ask the average person, the pocket pension right now, the pocket pension, if you ask some folks right now, people don't feel that 280 billion. Right? So nobody's excited about that. But I say, we see culture news put an article saying, and this is misleading. These billboards, misleading, these billboards. You know how much you put on a billboard? How much to do the graphic and install that? Must be $1 million a piece, easy. $1 million a piece. And ExxonMobil going to a lot of lengths to convince us that they've been helpful. We're feeling it. And that's we got to take it by faith. Maybe we got to take it by faith. We're feeling it, folks. We're not feeling it. That's one of the things making the boarding papers, folks, that we think you guys ought to know about. Yep. You know, we talk about Auntie Betty from Bushlot. Bushlot, folks, in Region 5 there. She would have turned 85 the very day she met her demise in a very gruesome fashion. We've been telling you initially, the folks say, the reports indicated that the neighbor and Auntie Betty, granddaughter, conspired together. You know, the neighbor was on the run for a little bit. Mohammed Razan Shahid. These are the allegations. Mohammed Razan Shahid, and he is now in police custody. He was arrested, they tell us. He was arrested within the last 24 hours. Mohammed Ramzan Shahid. You know, I tell you guys often. We tell you guys often. You'll hear. We believe the devil is whispering people's ears. Honest to God. That people could come together and conspire for this kind of mischief. Right? The one big auntie house and the niece or the granddaughter wanted a scooter. So granny taking too long and conspired in this way on her 85th birthday. You know, some people might say that's a little heartless. On her 85th birthday. Now, you know, Mohammed Razan Shahid has been arrested, and guys, as we have more updates on this, when we have more updates on this, we're gonna let you know. But he is one of the persons of interest in that sad saga, and we're gonna let you know if we have more information and how it goes. Welcome to all of you, those of you who are now joining us. Welcome to FYI. We're happy you folks are here. Colin Bobby Lewis and Yatindy Grant, and come in. I see Colin. I see Donna McDonald, and I see a lot of names that's just Facebook user. You know the people who peep in don't want to be seen. Julie Cameron, we see you as well. I see Donna McDonald, guys. Great to have you, whether you're peeping or you're bold enough to put your name out there and put a comment in the comment section. Simone Greaves, good to see you as well, Simone. Happy to have you here. Guys, other things we are following in the morning papers we think you ought to know about is this other story we're following. They're now telling us, the Ministry of Education, that schools no longer have to provide general scheme of work. General scheme of work. I know from this, as a teacher, the amount of writing you have to do as a teacher, as a miracle. You ever get any schoolwork done? You ever get the lesson through? The amount of writing. But I know a lot of teachers could be excited where this is concerned, as they tell us schools no longer have to provide a general scheme of work. And the ministry put out a statement on this quite recently. The new chief education officer, the new CEO, Saddam Hussein, has advised heads of schools and practical instruction centers that they no longer need to provide this general scheme of work. You know, how you're going to go about doing your lessons and so on for the term and such and so forth. He says that as December 1st, this memorandum went out to all head teachers of nurseries, primary and secondary schools, and practical instruction centers. Hussein said in this release from the ministry that the general scheme of works must be replaced by curriculum guides and syllabi. Yep. I wonder if it's the same thing. You know, it's just now euphemisms. It's like sounding words. It's no longer general scheme of work. It's curriculum guides. I wonder, right? Wonder. I'm all for working smarter and not necessarily working harder. So if this points in that direction and gives our teacher more time to be in front of the classroom and to be given instruction and be guiding our children and molding the nation's children, then we're all the better for it. We are all the better for it if that is the aim, folks. This other headline we are following. We're learning that the U.S. is preparing, according to Jerry Govaya, Captain Jerry Gavai, who is now National Security Advisor. National Security Advisor. A lot of people getting good with this government who were, what do you call them? They were, what do you call them? Guardians of democracy. You know, they're getting good. A lot of them, guardians of democracy. He was an observer too, through the private sector. Getting good. From a guardian of democracy to an advisor on national security. Very interesting. From a guardian of democracy to an advisor on national security. Very interesting. Now, he's saying that during the course of the last elections, the 2020 general regional elections, just before the declaration was made, the U.S. was preparing economic sanctions against APNU AFC officials. I'd love to hear from the U.S. people themselves. I think we got the embassy right down there in Duke Street. Right down there in Duke Street. I'd love to hear from Sarah. And she's been doing a lot of speaking now that she's packing up to finish her tour. She's been doing a lot of speaking. I'd love to hear from her on this, you know, and not necessarily from the National Security Advisor, who, by the way, you know, there's an investigation going on. At least that's what the administration told us. Why is it that the very National Security Advisor has a helicopter they're saying is a Venezuelan military helicopter parked on his lawn at Ogle? We'd love to hear from that. He's speaking about that, but he goes right back to say, now, U.S. were preparing sanctions. You know, U.S. had Pompeo, they had Trump, they got Secretary Blinken, you got so many folks. Why is Jerry the mouthpiece? Is he now employed with the embassy or employed in the U.S. government? You know, why is that? Yeah, I'd love to hear from him on the chopper, though. I'd love to hear from him on the helicopter from Venezuelan military, the Venezuelan army that is parked on his premises at Ogle. That I'd love to hear him on. We'd love to hear the National Security Advisor on that matter. Venezuela, potential enemy state, helicopter from their military park on your lawn. We hear much out of him on that. Not much at all. This sounds like distraction to me. Sounds like distraction to me. Yep, and those are a couple of things making the morning papers. Anthony Jarvis and Joel Ward. You know, a couple of the things making the morning papers. Rosamond David. Guys, we're so happy we have you folks with us. We are extremely, extremely happy. John Jones and Gwen Anderson. Good to see you, Gwyneth, and Chisel Chipper and all the other folks who are joining us. Great to see you guys. As a matter of fact, we're so happy that you guys are here with us. And guys, look at some of the other stuff we are taking a look at this morning. Happening internationally, quite a few things happening internationally we think you guys ought to know about. Annette Cummins, Don Johnson. We're trying to keep you in the know, Don. We're trying to keep you in the know just for you, Don. Just for you. A couple of things happening that we think you wonderful, beautiful folks ought to know about as we endeavor to keep you folks in the know. In the know. Look at this one, folks. Folks, brace it over. I know a lot of y'all can get problems with this one. A lot of y'all will get problems with this one here. This one, international news, folks. Indonesia, their parliament has really recently passed, you know, some regulations, a law that bans sex outside of marriage. Brace it over right there for us, guys. Hold it right there. Bans sex outside of marriage. I can see some of y'all get a long teeth. Probably saying it's a good thing me living in Indonesia. It's a good thing me living in Indonesia. I can see some of y'all. I can see your faces. Yeah, they're telling us, guys, the Indonesian parliament has proposed, and again, we're picking this up out of BBC. Indonesian parliament has approved a new criminal code that bans anyone in the country having sex. Hold on. Outside of marriage, including foreigners. And they're telling us that under this new law, unmarried couples can be jailed for up to a year for having sex. Unmarried couples. They are also banned from living together. And people could be jailed for up to 6 months for breaking this law. So you're shacking up in Indonesia. Right? You marry on quick. Since you blink somebody, that's it. So whether you're a foreigner or not, whether if you're in Indonesia and you're having sex outside of marriage, and no living home, no shacking up. You know, a lot of folks say, a good live home is better. A good live home. Don't think y'all coming out Indonesia funny. Folks, we want to know how you guys are doing out there. Share the life for us. We got to send Jerry them to Indonesia. Share the life for us. Smash that emoji button. No sex outside the marriage in Indonesia. No living home. Whether you're foreigner or otherwise. I like that. When you come to, in the sense that when you come to Indonesia, you got to abide by rules and laws. Whether you're a foreigner or not. Don't think you're shacking up here. Don't think you're shacking up. Right? Don't think you're buying beef by the pound here. You got to carry the whole cow. You got to carry the whole cow. Indonesia different. You're not going to have sex before marriage. You're not going to shack up. Right? I can see Sheila Boychel having some serious problems here. Morning to you. Serious problems. You see somebody else, I ain't going to Indonesia. That's my bucket list. Beautiful country, a beautiful culture. Right? Some folks say, except this party. No sex out of marriage, folks. No living home. It's not here somebody in Indonesia. You got to have the whole cow. Hope you got your dowry too. Hope you got your dowry. Right? I can see some of you having some serious problems here. So, well, I ain't going to Indonesia after all. What if Indonesia announces, I don't know, maybe that's the status, but visa free. I don't know if you need a visa. But let's say there is a requirement for visa free, and we buy you a ticket. Some of you I still ain't going. I still ain't going. No shacking up in Indonesia. Right? Urban Dan, no shacking up in Indonesia. Right? I can see some of you are pelting the remote of the TV now. It's one to them in Indonesia. Like they got their own Jagabas and trench capos there. Yep. That's what happened in the parliament there quite recently. No sex outside of marriage and no shacking up. No shacking up in Indonesia. Yep. And while we turn from that happy news, Carolyn Halley. Carolyn, while we turn from that happy news, I can see somebody else say, I can live there. Menace dog. I can live there. Yeah. While we turn from that happy news for a few of you, there's a landslide that, killed a lot of people in Colombia, folks. They said it buried a bus, killing 34 persons in Colombia. A landslide. Where did we see a landslide recently? We had one here. Then there was one in Brazil that we covered. And now in Colombia, landslide. Folks, all of these things happening, wars and rumors of war, the earth swallowing people and all that, I feel like it's revelation, Lamentations. I feel like it's end of days. Folks, put your business in order. Put your business in order. Right? Smash that emoji button for us too. Let us know how you folks are feeling about this. It's one set of laughter out there. Vanilla Garnett and out front parts, Roxanne Aaron, June Chase. Smash that emoji button for us while you guys are at it. Let us know how you're feeling out there, guys. And share the live as well. Some of you are getting complacent. We recognize that. Some of us getting complacent. So the difference in Indonesia, folks, and then we come over now to Colombia, sadness. This is the mudslide, the landslide rather. Covered the bus, buried the bus. 34 dead. 34 dead. Yep. Is I talking about Colombia and so on? Joel Ward says a lot of thief sex can happen in Indonesia. Folks, y'all come with me from Indonesia, man. You're welcome to the people country. Let me left them, man. A lot of thief sex, Joel Ward says, can happen in Indonesia. And thoughts and prayers go out to the folks who've lost loved ones in Colombia there. Thoughts and prayers go out to the country as a whole and that particular community. 34 dead. We've been spared so many things. We've been spared so many things. We have the own mudslide. The folks walked away from that. Our own landslide. Folks walked away from that. And while we're talking about what's happening internationally, folks, got a couple of things happening locally too. Well, regionally at least. We're coming in for landing. A couple of things happening Originally, we think you guys ought to know about. Some of you still in Indonesia. Come with us, folks. I beg you. Come from Indonesia. We beg of you, Arendal Cook, Roxanne Aaron, and all the other guys. Come with us from Indonesia into the region. A couple of things happening regionally, guys. We think you guys ought to know about. And this is one of them. Money got for Mac in Barbados. Literally, money got for Mac. A new currency is in circulation. Hold it over right there for us, guys. A new currency is in circulation in Barbados. Yeah. We have the new money the other day. We call it trench wrapper, the pink note. It got a frog on it. We call it trench wrapper. Yep. The Barbadians are telling us there's a new note in circulation, a new series of banknotes in circulation. As of today, the Central Bank in Barbados, folks, they have announced this new series. They announced it in April, rather. And at the time, they're telling us it was revealed that in addition to getting a design overhaul, the new notes will be made of polymer rather than traditional cotton-based paper substitute. Right? I like the polymer thing. Y'all see how that our local money, the $2,000, when a little heat catches it's full up. It's like a real trench crapo. When a little heat catches a crapo, it's full up. It's full up. So they're ready to call it the trench crapo. But Byron is saying it's made from polymer and not the usual cotton-based, traditional cotton-based paper substrate. That's what they're saying. In May, the bank unveiled the new design, which have a vertical rather than horizontal layout, larger portraits, and a cleaner, more modern look. Folks, that's why I have money for buying something. Don't hurt all this fancy thing. The notes also feature raised marks to assist the visually impaired to differentiate between the different denominations. Very thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful. Money got for Mac, folks. It's being literally done in Barbados. New currency in circulation. New currency, good folks, in circulation in Barbados. And we told you guys about this other part. In the previous broadcast, Biden going to the White House. Not Biden, Lula. Biden has invited Brazil's Lula Inácio Lula da Silva to the White House for a visit. Yep. Imagine a man just elected going to the White House already. Like go by 3 years. Lula just got elected. It wasn't a week ago. 2 weeks ago. Like go by 3. The man going to the White House. The people invite me. All we seen is some person down the food chain. And then we saw some folks from the PPP photoshopping alien photographs with the vice president. We're different, but Biden, the president of the United States of America, has invited Brazil's Lula Inácio Lula da Silva to the White House. It's work. Lula do them, right? The Brazilians have a reputation. Any good night with good weather, you take a stroll down North Road. Start from high up by Vincent Road. Brazilians got good reputation. You can leave that one there because we didn't pick ours yet. Give me all information for free. You see? Sheila Boy Chad will give me that information for free. Thanks, guys. You see? He won't even partner with us. For you take North Road from the top, and you can see what I'm talking about. Brazilians got a reputation. The Venezuelans too. 2 weeks in, Lula going White House. 1900 Pennsylvania, or 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And we here still waiting. All the lobby groups we get, and this lobby and that lobby. All the high we get here. Respect and manners to Lula. Respect and manners to Lula Inácio da Silva there, folks. In the 592, lots of things percolating. Lots of things brewing in the 592. If you all know this country, folks, you all know this. There's never dull moment. Never dull moment. Ethelyn Peters in the 592, never dull moment. Beatrice Selby, Dolly Anderson Linton, never a dull moment in the 592. And we're following some things locally good, folks. especially what's happening at the Lamstel. That's one of the things we're following. What's going down at the Lamstel? The Lamstel, I think, is Blankenburg. The NDC there, the Neighborhood Democratic Council. Neighborhood Democratic Council. What's going on there? A lot of folks want to know. Hold right there first, guys. Brace it over right there first. A lot of folks want to know what's going on there. You know, let me give a quick backstory. Now, some works were supposed to begin at a ground there in the Lamstel. Nobody consulted with the council. One day the chairman hears that some rehabilitation work has started there. Well, they say, it's just that. And apparently, some members from the council ordered the fellow who was working on the ground, thanks guys, to take his leave. And they locked the gate. Well, who tell them to do that? Lock their own NDC gate. Who tell them to do that? No, did that in there. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works. So he's about John, Region 3. He went and cut the locks off. And I'm wondering, like how does business transact in government? Couldn't the minister call and find out, Mr. Chairman, I hear XYZ is happening. What's going on? You know? Couldn't central government consult with the NDC? Well, there's a lot of misinformation spinning out and spinning around out there as to what is really happening. And the Neighborhood Democratic Council there at Lamstel, Blankenburg, they have been pushing back against some of this misinformation. They've been telling us, we understand, we know what is really at play here. What is really at play here? Them boys coming for us, and we know why. We spoke with the chairman of the NDC quite recently, Mr. Kenton Hillman. We spoke with him quite recently. We also spoke with with an MP from Region 3, and that is Member of Parliament Beverly Alert, the newest Member of Parliament. Beverly Alert, we spoke with him yesterday on this very issue, folks, and this is what they told us.
Early in the month, the President visited Lamstel. And he promised the residents that he would do some work on the ground for us. All right? But prior to the President coming to Lamstel, we have been asking the Ministry of Sports, Minister Ramson. We wrote him, we telephoned him for some assistance to have the ground fixed. Today, we haven't got any response. So when the President came to Lamstel, we were glad that he promised to fix the ground for us. But then, on Monday last, the 20th, I was in the area, and a resident asked me what works have been done in the ground. I couldn't have answered. So I went and I checked what's going on in the ground. And on checking, I saw a machine in the area, a little excavator, doing work around the basketball court. So I asked the operator, who sent him in the ground to do work? He said, Darren Jordan. I said, man, Darren can't do that. He needs to inform us before we start doing work in the ground. For example, let's say they're working there, and the president had called me, or somebody had called me, asked me how's the work going on. I can answer. So they're right. You need to inform me so I know what's happening in the NDC, in the ground. That wasn't done. Anyway, the operator was a guy who owned the machine, was the operator. I know him very well, the guy who owned the machine. I know him for 20 years. I know his family and his parents from Puerto Rico back down. In fact, see them. I visit them pretty often. So I asked him, man, call Darren for me. When he called Darren said, I can't stop him. He must continue the work. So myself and the machine owner left the ground and went and invited all the members of the Center Management Committee. And we were discussing. So Darren came up. I spoke to Darren. I said, well, you can't do that. He told me I can't speak to him and drove off. So myself, the machine owner, went back to the ground and I called some other members. And we asked the machine owner to leave the ground until we can give him proper answers as to how it's been done. So he left the ground, went on the road, and we locked the gate. Subsequent to that, Darren came, went to the ground, and he left. And we left also. And then during the course of the day, about 1 o'clock or so, we saw it on Facebook. The minister making a statement and the locks being cut. All right? But the thing is, Darren lied to the minister. He didn't tell the minister, man, we weren't informed about the work in the ground. So the minister trusted Darren. And we lied about he told him that because it will look fiasco right now. Anyway, while we were in the ground, a guy by the name of Imtiaz from Region 3, a contractor too in Region 3, he told me that Darren contacted him to do this work in the ground, you know. He told Darren, he asked Darren, did you contact the people? Did you inform them? Darren said no. He said to Darren, you need to inform the people. Okay. Imtiaz said he contacted Darren the following day at the very job. And he said he found somebody else. It's clear. Darren didn't want to follow what Imtiaz told him in his advice to contact us. He switched from Imtiaz, went to someone else. All right? Who didn't know what's going on. So again, see, Darren was bent on doing the wrong thing. He didn't want to take advice from Mr. Imtiaz. Imtiaz worked in RNC before. About 3-4 months ago, he worked in the cell. And we were very cooperative with him. So Darren didn't want to follow Imtiaz's advice. He was bent on doing the wrong thing. But the thing is, in our NDC, right, it's a long issue of things being done through Darren and the NDC being bypassed. All in the month, the president visited Amstel. The president visited Amstel. And Region 3 consists of 14 NDCs. 14 NDCs. Of the 14 NDCs, 2 doesn't have PB chairman. Igbankinborg and Magatut Mezorgan. Those 2 NDCs doesn't have PB chairman. So the thing is right now, Igbankinborg is desperately sought of. They need to get badly to give a clean sweep of Region 3. All right? So what's happening right now, they're using Darren Jordan, passing everything to Darren Jordan, and push the chairman and the council in the background. Bring Darren Jordan to the fore. So it appears as though the NDC and the chairman doesn't want anything to do with the government, doesn't want development. I bring Darren to the front. So the people now, when we fool and we're trapped, I want to believe what's happening. It's a total lie. We are being left out of many things. And Darren Jordan, who's a member of the CDC, who's supposed to walk along the NDC, is in the forefront doing things. So he's very visible, very conspicuous. He's being seen everywhere as a man who's doing things for the NDC. Myself and the NDC is pushing a corner. So it's a trap. It's a trap being set to trap the Amstel people. So I'm glad the viewers who see this program understand what's happening. The Amstel is one of the 2 NDCs in Region 3 out of 14. 12 of these NDCs, they have PEP chairpersons. And 2 doesn't have PEP chairpersons. The Amstel is one of them. So they're desperately seeking after the Amstel. All right? We don't have anything against the president, any minister, or anything political. We think it is involved. But then it's deeper than that. It's very deeper than that. The Amstel have other resources which are coming after also. Getting the Amstel give a clean sweep of Region 3. And Region
Let me make it abundantly clear. The coalition, the APNU AFC, the Alliance for Change, we in the opposition, we support sustainable development. The development of our people, the development of our communities, and of our country. But what we see happening at the Amstel is not about development. It is about respect. You just can't, in colloquial terms, barge in a person's kitchen and decide you're going to do what you want to do. And it's similar to that is what is happening at the Amstel. The people there elected a council, a body of their choosing, and vested in that body the authority to look after their affairs, including their community. Now, you're not providing the resources to that elected authority. You're not working with that elected body to do the work that you say you want to do. You want to come in like some kind of massa, like the big boy, and say, is you doing it? And you're doing this at a time when you're preparing for local government elections. So what sense would it make for persons to go to local government elections when central government is disregarding local authorities, moving into NDCs and doing what they choose to do without consulting and without regards for the local authority? You can't have it both ways. If you say you're committed to local development and to local government authorities, then respect those authorities. Work with those bodies. You have $10 million to spend, $2 million to spend, whatever it is. Work with those authorities and say, look, we want to spend X amount on this community ground. Where would it best be spent? What are the priority areas you think we should do? Should we do the fence? Should we roll the ball field? Should we provide equipment? Those are the people elected by the residents of that catchment area. Respect them. But what we've seen is a total breakdown, total disrespect for local authorities. And it's not only the NAMSL, it's happened in other areas also. And that is what we need to get back to. Respect, talking to people, finding out what it is that they need, and working with their elected officers, their elected officials, their elected mini government, so to speak. Simple. You just can't march in a person's kitchen and decide what you're going to do. It does not lend to this one Guyana that we're hearing about.
Yep. We got to do better. We got to do much, much better where local governance is concerned. Not so Stephanie Pearson. We got to do much better. Siobhan McDonald, them boys got to do much, much better. I'm so happy that the chairman and the MP articulated the issues that are at stake so beautifully there for us. Thank you, guys. Marilyn Lorimer, Marilyn, what do you think about that? A lot of stuff happening there. Stephanie Pearson and Beatrice Selby, Ingrid King, a lot of stuff happening there, folks, and we're going to keep our hands on the pulse of all of it so you guys stay in the know as to what's happening down there at the NAMSL and Blankenburg, that NDC, and the chairman is more than able. I saw the Sabbath News on Sunday give them high commendation for the stance that they took, agreeing with the Neighborhood Democratic Council there, that the PPP government should be consulting with the NDC and not trying to strong-arm them into compliance, but consult. What will it take to pick up the phone, to go down there and say, how can we help you guys move, development in the community forward? And then what you hear is like, you don't like development, right? It's not, it's not only about doing things. You got to do things right. It's not only about doing things, folks, but we got to do things right. We got to do things correctly as well. And that being said, folks, if you have a story, something happening at your end, we ought to know about. We fast. I'll tell you that. We can tell you, we fast. We want to know about it. Ronaldo and Magnell Barrow and Gwyneth Irwin and Beatrice, you got a story happening close to you. You think we ought to know about? Hit us up, 627-6963. We want to know, folks. We got to know. We want to know. Please and thank you. While we're there, we're going to recommend to you for your legal needs. For all your legal needs, as we take a coffee break, the Alistair Collins Forum. For all your legal needs, them boys are down there at Callion Mall, Lamaha Street between the camp and Wildwood Street. They got a number of offerings for you, including if you need a justice of the peace, a commissioner to oaths and affidavits. The guys are good. A number of other services. Here's some of those other services.
For all your legal document needs and more, the Alistair Collins firm is the place for you. If you are looking to have your statutory declarations done, affidavit of income, affidavit of identity, or guidance replacing your damaged or lost passport or lost license, you need the Alistair Collins firm. They can also help you with tenancy agreements, agreements of settlement, your power of attorney, your last will and testament, and certification of documents. The Alistair Collins firm is located at the Callion Mall, 162 Lamar Street in Georgetown between Camp and Waterloo Streets. Alistair Collins is a commissioner of oaths to affidavits and a justice of the peace. You can also call them at 649-6410 or 685-6446 or 503-1451. The Alistair Collins firm, helping.
Yep. We recommend them highly. We recommend them highly, folks. And if you need some ad space yourself for your business, your product, your service, right there could be where your ad is placed for your business, for your service, for your product, for your event, right there. Like right there, folks. Right there. Don't let the opportunity slip you by. Like right there, it could be. And we know you guys have been out shopping. You know where the deals are because you've been benefiting from them. Please let us know where the deals are. We want to share with others, folks. We want to talk to the folks who are giving the deals as well. You know where some deals are happening this Christmas. We want to hear from you. Same number, 627-6963. Some other stuff making the news, folks. We want to turn our attention to this time. Some other things making the news in the 592. Chief Elections Officer, he's now seeking correction to the voters' registers for local government election. Folks, I thought they'd tell us the list good. I thought they'd tell us everything nice and dandy. I thought they told us that. But now the Chief Elections Officer is coming back to say, you know what, GCOM, we have a problem. Mayday, we have a problem. That's what the Chief Elections Officer is saying. You remember we started telling them that we need a clean list. And the matter has gone to court. Well, as soon as the matter touched down by the court, we see in action. We told you guys about that matter concerning the voters list that Carol Smith Joseph, Chief Scrutineer, has taken before the court and is being litigated by Royce Ford as our attorney. Took GCOM to court. Now sending them by, realize, you know what? APNU FC are wrong after all. They are not wrong after all, folks. Guyana is the greatest country on earth. Hold it right there for us, guys. Hold it over right there for us. It is the greatest country on earth. The Chief Elections Officer, Vishnu Prasad, he has written to the chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, Pravin Singh, who's swing, urging that the electoral body gives consideration to delaying the holding of local government elections to facilitate corrections to the registers of voters. Yep, believe it or not. Thanks, guys. But more than that, as we run that topic, then the High Commissioner of Great Britain said that she got a problem with the list. And we asked, where did she get her information from? She said from the information she has seen, the list are right. Everything good. Elections will go forward. Her Excellency Jane Miller, Ambassador of Great Britain, she said she got a problem with the list. Now GCOM itself coming back and say, you know what? Hold on. GCOM, we have a problem. Wow. We asked the question here, and political parties asked the question as well. Where did the ambassador get her information from? As a matter of fact, I think it was the Alliance for Change who had asked her in a press conference, surprise, the information you have seen that suggests that everything is well with these lists and elections can go forward and produce credible results. All right? Guys, bring back up that graphic with Mr. Prasad, because he is telling us this morning, believe it or not, a number of things in relation to this matter. I want to quote part of his letter to the chairman because it's very instructive. And that juxtapose that, right, with what Jane says. You got a problem. Right, let me go down the road. It's quite fascinating what the Chief Elections Officer said. Now, in his letter, right, he said it is acknowledged that this proposal to correct the list would cause the conduct of local government elections to be further delayed. However, here's what he said. However, it is humbly submitted that the value to be derived from the unimpeded involvement of all concerned at the level of all local authority areas is of great importance. This proposal is submitted in view of the vital needs for the upcoming local government elections to not only be free, fair, and credible, but to be seen by all concerned as being free, fair, and credible. Jane said she ain't got a problem with the list. And she itself now has come back and say, you know, this list to local government. Thanks, guys. The person in some trouble. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Wow. Simply, wow. Wow. Simply wow. Fascinating. Fascinating, we tell you. Fascinating, we tell you, folks. Yeah, lots happening on that front. Money got to make, we tell you all. Cliff Anderson Sports Hall is going to get a facelift. It looks like they're doing a whole new building there, folks. 97 million is earmarked to fix up the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. It looks like a whole new building everybody's getting. Huh? Folks, we told you yesterday about this 50 million for bridge in Sophia. If 97 million give you this kind of building, better we put a building on the spot there. Then you have to drive through and go over to Sophia. By the blackout, the bridge says 50 million. 97. Y'all know what the sports hall look like. To get this, you see, it's a new building, 97 million. Folks, brace it over. Money got from back. Brace it over. Folks, y'all sharing the light, or we just spectating this morning. Ingrid King, and it coming Sheila Boyd Child, Gwen Anderson, Adele Beckles. 97 million to fix up the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. And while that's happening, folks, we hear the cry of a woman, to the police to help her out of this relationship that she's in. Abusive. She says she has an abusive ex, and she's been pleading with the police. She's been pleading with the police. But like they ain't hearing. Well, let's thank Sabbath News for this article here. Where we got this one from. We talk 16 days of activism. You see? But I said it's 16 days of hypocrisy. Not to diminish this international event, but locally, it's 16 days of hypocrisy. These are the people that really need the help. Sabbath News is telling us after 18 years of abuse, Liverpool village quarantine woman gained the strength through support from relatives and friends to separate from her reputed husband. However, the man has since attacked her twice at her new location, and the woman is pleading with police in Region 6 swiftly to arrest him. Wow. Imagine she can't get justice with the police. She all got in the papers. Karen Anika Artia Mikkel. She's 45. She explained to Sabbath News quite recently that she entered into this relationship with her reputed husband some 18 years ago. And they have a son together. And it's been constant physical, verbal, and emotional abuse, she says. In September, she'd had enough. She went her own way. But the fella still following her around the place and abusing her, and she's crying out to the police. And imagine, this is a period of 16 days of activism. I think it's 16 days of hypocrisy. They must can't wait to get out of this period. Every man hand his side, itching, using man and hand deliberately in the PvP to the side, deliberately. Where is Vinaya Prasad on this? She's spearheading this 16 days of activism. Couldn't she call the police in Region 6 and say, listen, where's Clifton Hickens on this? And all the other hypocrites she got in the PvP, from the First Lady right down. The woman is pleading with police. Well, we got to find her dead somewhere. We got to find her dead somewhere. Where's the police on this? 16 days of hypocrisy. Thanks, guys. These things must have meaning for us. Not just photo up. You get some picture frame, you get 2 balloons and you hug up with somebody, you take a photograph and say, hey. We're celebrating 16 days of activism. Big banners and so on down Camp Street and lights and all kind of stuff. Which is good in and of themselves, but you got to be effective with the policies and bring relief to the people that need it the most. The woman is throwing up her hands in exasperation. She's not getting anywhere with the police. She can't go to the newspaper. Can you imagine that? When the people who are supposed to be serving and protecting, turning a blind eye. And then we can see it's 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, against women and girls in particular. Women and girls, and here is this woman, Karen Mickle, pleading with police. So much so she got to carry her case to the newspapers. And then you always Simon take out some photograph. You know, say, we care. Look what we've been doing. What you're doing. And people not feeling it on the ground. People not feeling it. And we say we're doing the most. You know, Premier Manager hear us this morning. You all didn't hear us, or the G Committee, you hear us on this one. This woman needs help before she loses her life. Vinya Prasad, hear us. Sonia Rodriguez, hear us. Right? Vinya Prasad, I call Vinya already. Hear us. Sonia, hear us. Hear us on this. Onish Waldron, hear us on this. Hear us on this. Oftentimes, not all the time, they stay silent. They stay silent. But then you see somebody hung up in a photograph on Facebook with a little frame, 16 days of activism. It means absolutely nothing. If we lose another life in a way that could have been prevented. All right? 16 days of activism. That being said, folks, money government. We told you the big issue, we're focusing on the money them boys making. Well, into the National Assembly yesterday and approved with their one-seat majority, a big supplementary budget, money government, them boys tell us. And the charge was led by the minister with responsibility for finance within the office of the president. Half hour later, just finished saying that. The minister with responsibility is not minister of finance. He is the minister with responsibility for finance within the office of the president. Actually saying, let the charge on this, guys. Let the charge on this. Right? And really and truly, all they're saying is money government. Only time you see the government in parliament is when they need money. They need money. That's the only time they come from. When money is needed. Right? That's the only time they come around. When the money got to make, folks. When the money got to make. Now, sir, Sheila by child, Cecile Ogle, Roxanne Andrews, Dolly Anderson, Michaela Andrews Coates. When the money got for make, them boys come around. Look, money. This government has gotten through the National Assembly since they came in. And we ain't talking about the 200 and how much, 30 billion ExxonMobil said they give since 2019. Right? This is just through the National Assembly. Why are people punishing? In September of 2020, they approved their biggest budget ever, 329 billion. By December, another 17.4 billion. That's 2020. Right? Who got on the calculator? Right? Add for us 329.5 plus 17.4. Last year, February, with a one-seat majority, they approved 383.1 billion. Money half he met. Sheila Boychild. Samantha Diali, money of a met. February last year, 383.1 billion. By June of last year, another $21.3 billion. By December of last year, $26 billion. Right? You added that for us? Who got the calculator? Candy, you got the calculator? Scraps, boy. Oh, scraps, look, money. You feel that? All the money out there, you feel that? This year, in February, a whopping $552.9 billion. This is all money spending now. Money of a make. $552.9 billion. Colin Halley asked the right question. Is where the money going? July, 44.7 billion. In July, 44.7 billion. And then yesterday, again using the one-seat majority, the National Assembly passed $47.3 billion. Right? $43.7 billion. How much money is that? $500 billion? I think we're well over $1 trillion. Let us know. You all know me good with maths, eh? You all know me good with maths. How much money is that? It's a lot of money. Right? It's a lot of money. But do we feel that? I certainly, for what I'm feeling now. Candy and legit, you feeling that? You feel this money? Simone Greaves, you feel this money? Yeah. Someone says they share billions, you hear them. Yes. Everything is billions. Everything is in the B's, in the billions. Where the money going? That's the question we're asking. Where the money going? We're not feeling it. Prices rising higher every day. Higher every day. We're not feeling it. Where the money going? That's the question we're asking today. Where is the money going? That's the question we're asking. Where it going? Thanks, guys. Where the money going? And you can answer that for yourself. And we'll continue to answer it. Seymour George said he feeling the money. Seymour George is telling us he feeling the money. But Seymour says he's feeling 8%. Seymour says he's feeling 8%. Yeah. Accurate. Totally accurate. Folks, that's going to do it for us in this end. We will continue to answer this question. Where the money going throughout the course of the day in our program? Where the money going? Where the money going? We're going to continue to answer that question. Where the money going? We want to know where the money going. Guys, good to have each and every one of you, Dolly, Anderson, Linton. Thanks for joining FYI this morning. Money off you, Mac. Gwyneth Anderson, good to see you. And Alan Cummins. Go ahead and have a great day, folks. Candy in the Jeep says the money going Colombia. Candy know something? Candy know something? Beatrice Selby says the money going in them boys' pocket. Vanilla Garnet, we see you there as well. Samantha Dial says, we ain't getting it. It's true, Samantha. We're not getting it. We ain't getting it. Where the money going? Where all the money going? People crying out every day. Things hard, the broke. Can't see the way. Where the money going? It's all about it out there. Where's the money going? Just got $47.3 billion yesterday. Where the money going? Where it going? That's the question you got to ask. When you look in your pocket, you feel your pocket. You look in your pot. Where the money going? Where is it going? Right. Guys, we want you to partner with us so we can continue doing what we're doing. Partner with us. We're available via Zelle and PayPal. We're available via MMG, Cash App, MoneyGram and Western Union, all for your convenience, folks. Don't say it in a braggadocious way. All for your convenience, you can partner with us and help us to keep moving on. It takes something, guys. It takes something to bring you credible, valid information. You can see this on Chronicle. You can see this by Birdnest. You can see this by DPI. You can see this on NCN. Valid, credible information. And that's why we encourage you to share the live. Let's start there, folks. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us and partner with us as well. Thanks, guys. Partner with we. That's going to do it for us on this end. Stay safe. Go ahead and have a great day. Have a fantastic day. Have a great day. A big, great, fantastic. Great, big, fantastic day. Michaela Andrew Coates, good to see you. Carolyn and Bernadette Parks. Simone Graves, good to see each and every one of you. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you back on our next program. More credible, valid information. Stay safe and thanks for joining us. Stay safe.